One is on the horizon, and with the pandemic, the NBA Council in the season, there's a lot going on. So here are 10 things that we know concerning NBA 2K21. The link for this article will be in the description. Yep, as you can see right in front of you, there is the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, and he will for sure be in 2K21. What will his role be? So the link for this article will be right below in the description. Now, the gamer has said that NBA 2K21 fans are wondering what NBA 2K would look like and how it would respond to the cancel season, as well as the passing of Kobe Bryant. Now, we got 10 things that we're going to talk about. So the 2019-20 NBA season was cut short, which was a bummer considering fans were anticipating an all-time great NBA Finals matchup between LeBron James and the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, with that all, as well as the untimely passing of LA Lakers superstar Kobe Bryant, fans are wondering what NBA 2K will look like and how it will respond to the canceled season, as well as the passing of one of the game's all-time greats. So let's now take a look at everything we know so far and hope for an NBA 2K21. So at number 10, there should, and I guarantee you there will be, a tribute to Kobe Bryant. Outside of Kobe Bryant likely being the face of the special editions of NBA 2K21, the game will likely feature additional tributes to the basketball legend. His sudden passing took the world by surprise, and its legacy is so synonymous with the sport that the NBA's premier video game will want to roll out the red carpet. Now, if you were playing 2K20 during the time that Kobe passed, they showed plenty of respect for Kobe. They had locker room codes. There also was Kobe Bryant RIPs that were on the 2K bulletin. So it's unclear what the tribute will be and how they'll pay respect to LA Lakers great, but don't be surprised if he is a large focus in their development efforts. Now, number 9, you can guarantee that you still will get to see the top rookies. So despite the NBA season coming to an abrupt end, the league's annual draft will still be taking place. Now, this means that the league will be ushering in a new class of potential superstars in NBA 2K21, and we'll have a new roster filled with all the young faces set to step on the NBA court for the first time. The top rookies would include the likes of course, LaMelo Ball, James Wiseman, Anthony Edwards, and more. Number 8, more generous with the currency. VC. Americans and the world at large will be in a very different place economically when things get back to normal. Smart companies will understand that. Consumers will likely have less disposable income, or will be even stricter and more responsible with their spending habits. Now, this will result in companies being more generous with the value they'll be providing, as they'll want to get consumers back into the habit of spending. The best way to do that is to make users feel as though they're getting great value for their money. And the VC, we need free VC, and they don't need to charge you so much for the VC. Simple. Now, number 7 will be awkward. Yep, it will be. Normally, what happens every year is that the new 2K title directly reflects the results of the previous NBA season. The game's most improved teams are reflected by what happens in the last NBA playoffs, and it sparks a conversation among the fans as to whether or not some players are overrated or underrated. But with the 2019-20 NBA season being cut short and likely canceled, how will that reflect in the new NBA video game? It'll likely find an awkward landing at first, but fans will likely be very forgiving. There's a good chance that they will just forward everything from the very last game, the stats from the very last game, on to 2K21. That's fair. No need to overpower or overbeast any player more than they already are. So number 6, the WNBA returns. Now, last year, 2K franchise took a large step when it came to the inclusion of the WNBA in the game as a playable mode. Now, you can take control of your favorite WNBA players and display their talent. It was a huge hit with people, and it's likely that this returns in 2K21. It's unclear if they'll spruce up the WNBA gameplay with new features or even its own franchise mode, but the possibilities are endless. I was thinking maybe they would just eventually give the WNBA its very own sporting game, but since the WNBA is not as big as the NBA, this kind of makes sense for now, at least. Number 5 will be the altered microtransactions. So, despite NBA 2K selling quite well and most people talking positively about the game, it released with some of the most tone-deaf and problematic microtransactions the game has seen. The game featured roulette wheels with prizes that require in-game currency to spend, but the currency was most easily obtained through microtransactions. As a published 2K likely learned this lesson, especially considering the backlash it got for making an ad for the game and its microtransactions featuring kids being persuaded by internet influencers. So a lot of stuff involving money inside of the game should be cut out. This is not Vegas. We just want to play a good game, a good basketball game overall. You know, cut out a lot of the microtransactions. Let people grind and earn more, you know, by playing the game. But number 4, this game might be delayed. Yeah. Outside of the import and real impact the current pandemic is having on humans, an important side effect is that almost every new piece of entertainment is being postponed or / delayed. Outside of The Last of Us Part 2 and Iron Man VR, the gaming world hasn't really seen a large number of delays, which is good. This is partially due to the industry being so secretive, and according to insiders, plenty of gamers have already suffered setbacks behind the scenes. Will 2K21 end up releasing a schedule, or will basketball fans have to wait this year? Now, I'll be honest with you. We know a lot of games are made in China, Japan, and a lot of games are already done, and they upgrade them and they also put patches on them, but the overall games be done months before they are being released. So I suspect 2K21 to be released right on time, somewhere around September or October. Now, number 3 is probably the biggest news, the next gen release. Yes, the Xbox X Series X will be released this holiday season along with the PS5, and with both of them being set to release in 2020, the logical assumption is that NBA 2K21 will be releasing on the next-gen platforms once they're released. The game itself usually releases in October, and new consoles typically launch in November, so it makes sense that 2K as a publisher will want this game available as soon as possible. The big question will be what difference both versions will be and what the incentive might be for players to upgrade to the next gen consoles and ports. Now, if they follow suit like EA is doing with Madden, if you purchase Madden 21 on current gen, you get to play it. Well, you get the Madden 21 next gen version basically free. That's how they have it. Hopefully they can do something like that similar with 2K, so you don't have to purchase it twice. If you have it on this gen, hopefully they would give it to you for free with the Xbox Series X or PS5. But hey, this is 2K we're talking about, where everything costs. I mean, everything. So number 2 would be upgrade. Now, when thinking about how the next gen consoles will improve 2K21, it's unclear how much better they'll be on the new hardware and how much players will have to pay in order to upgrade. Luckily for Xbox gamers, it's likely 2K opts into the platform's smart delivery service that offers next-gen upgrades at no additional cost to consumers. Just like I just said, for those planning to pick up the PS5, they have communicated their plans, and if they offer a similar service or not, so only time will tell what happens with NBA 2K21 on that platform. Number 1, Luka Bogdanovich gets the cover? That is a question mark. An earlier entry talked about how Kobe will likely be the man that graces all of the special editions of the game, as the NBA wants to pay respect and honor to him in any way they can. With that being said, who's going to grace the cover of the regular edition? Now, seems like there's one clear and obvious choice. Either Luka of the Dallas Mavericks took his skills to another level during the shortened season, so he may be the NBA's next big thing. So I'm not sure about that. That'll be, I mean, I'm not saying Luka don't deserve it, but I don't know. It's still like, you can't, just downplay all of the great players that probably could be on the cover of 2K after the season that you just had. You still have James Harden. You still have, I know Giannis already been on the cover. LeBron been on the cover. AD been on the cover. Luka probably is right now one of the hottest players in the game. So I wouldn't argue with that. What do you guys think? Should Luka be on the cover of 2K21 and Kobe on the special edition? Leave your comments in the comment section. Like this video, leave your comment, share it on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Bogle, Instagram. Do me a favor, hit that like button. It does a lot for the channel and is absolutely free. More importantly, subscribe.